Hi, this is Dan Cheng, and this is going to be part two of our creating animations within Photoshop. Okay, so let's just make a brand new document. Again, the width is 6 inches by height 4 inches at 150 pixels per inch. Brand new file. Here we go. And let me close this timeline thing for now. We don't really need that yet. And also this the layer comps we don't quite need yet. I just need my layers right now. All right, so this one let's talk about the character behavior one, right? So here I've got like a diagrammatical shot. Let's uh, let's zoom in. And here I just wanted to show us, you know, how my player is able to walk up the wall onto the ceiling, across this bridge, and onto this other side. So the first thing what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna lower opacity here so that I can draw the background in. I mainly just want to draw in, you know, what I hope, you know, using the perspective here, what I feel like the would be a cool illustration of this. And I'm just tracing over this for now, but again, I'm not as concerned. Oh, by the way, if you hold down Shift and you tap back and forth, it'll give you a straight line as well. And one of the key things here is I wanted us to have the sense in this that there's like this endless chasm of death. Let's see if I can illustrate that. Oh, this goes all the way here and then connects there. And then of course we've got this. I'm just going to make it empty for now. Just as simple as I can make it. And then I'm going to paint this part so that we can tell which is the ceiling. Basically, I'm redrawing this background so I get a clean plate and that I can also have some consistency to this illustration. Let's see, erase. Yeah, that's the ceiling. Okay, so now let's do the abyss. Wait, hold on. It'd be this right here. Be selecting this part and that part, and then just filling it in here with black, or at least like a gray, dark gray color. About that, something like that. I could kind of cover up this white line thing that they've got. Up the opacity here. Yeah, I'm just trying to get rid of my artifacts. Cool. So this is my background plate. I'm just gonna merge these two layers now. And oh, also the line layer. Merge that. All right. Now, my characters. I'm just gonna grab. I'm gonna make a selection around all these characters. It may not. I mean, I guess I could just use it straight up, but he doesn't quite look like he's walking. So I think I'm just gonna maybe redraw him. Up to you on your comfort level with drawing. But I'm gonna hit Control J. I'm gonna bring this back and see now I've got my character on a separate layer, right? And so I'm just gonna select my first dude, hit Control Shift J, come back to this layer, select the second dude, Control Shift J, third. This is gonna be number 3, Control Shift J. And then this is number 4, Control Shift J. And honestly, probably, well, as he goes across here, I can just use that same dude because I can just move him across. And then the last one I guess would be well, it'd be this one, Control Shift J, and then this one, Control Shift J, and I'll just delete these guys. Okay, so these are my main dudes here. Oh, that's the last one. Okay, so here's the first dude. Okay, so um, I guess I could just gonna erase and just make it look like he's walking. I'm gonna use this gray color. I'll make it look like he's walking away from us. And just draw like a little outline around here. And the key here is to draw an arrow. So the way you want to draw an arrow is you want to draw one in perspective, kind of like so we can see it's going away from us, like that. And I guess I could paint it in with, I'll paint it in with red, color red, or a little lighter than that. Just showing that, hey, this guy's walking this direction with the arrows. And yeah, I'm just gonna draw it like that. Okay, so that's frame number 1. He's going towards the wall. Frame number 2, that's fine. But I want to draw an arrow on top of him though, so let's do like a black color. And this arrow is going to bend in space. And then go up. It's tricky to draw a 3D arrow But that's that's kind of how I'm illustrating this. And I'm just gonna paint this like that. Ooh. So it goes from this to that, right? And then this one, where he's upside down, I'll draw another arrow, this time behind him. Like, well, actually, I think on this guy, I want him further towards us. So that way it'll be more obvious. Just gonna select around him, delete. And now I'm gonna draw an arrow behind him. Arrow coming towards us. Oh man, this may be challenging. Let's see, it's above us, so it would look something like that. It's like going into space and probably be more skewed than this. Like that, I think. I wanna something like that. And then make a new layer underneath. Fill it in. Paint. Yeah, I'm just gonna, it's like he's coming back towards us. I want this to be behind him. Something, something like that, maybe? Yeah. And then let's see what's the next layer. Oh, these should actually be, like, this guy should be way up front. I'm just gonna select around him. Boom, come on. And then delete. I like it if it looked like he was walking. So I'm just gonna select that leg. Just gonna hit Control T, move it back, and then select that leg and just kind of hold. Oh, if you hold down Control, you can skew it like this. And then I'm gonna paint it with this gray. And I'll draw an outline around it so it's more obvious. Like that, and then we'll draw an arrow going that way. And for this arrow, we'll just make it flat to camera. Let me hide some of these guys. So this arrow is all flat to camera again. The other ones I needed to draw three-dimensional because it's moving through 3D space. Merge down and I want it like higher up. There we go. Like that. So, so then this guy we can move him one, two, three, right? Like that. Can even put two arrows around it. So he's just going doot 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 all the way across, right? Until we reach this guy and this guy. Both of which I want to be bigger, so I want this guy here be like that big, and then when he comes down, I want this guy to be here and really big. He's coming towards us. We're almost done. Oh, don't delete. All right, cool. So this one, I just need him to have the, he comes back down. Draw another arrow. What does that look like? It goes away from us and then down like this. Away from us and then comes down. Erase. And then we'll this arrow might be too big. I'm gonna shrink it. Again, just make sure you have your frames down first and then goes like that. And then this guy, as he comes towards us, got a pain in his feet, right? As he comes towards us, this happens where it's like, let's see. Oh, this is hard. Should I just draw it like differently? I'll draw it differently. I'll just go whoop. It's almost like the in and out sign. Like like that. Drawing arrows in 3D space. Like that. And he goes with that. And I think we're good after that. Okay, so um, what's funny is I just realized that my dude that walks across here, I could start off with this guy here. Uh, oh, I can do like a flip version of him. Flip vertical. Yeah, like that. Cool. Okay. So I think I have my frames. Let's check. Okay. So if this is number one, we got their comp one. And this is also good because, it'll the having them in layers like the layer comps like this will keep keep you sane in terms of like, you know, okay, so here's my second one, which will be going away from us in space. Layer comp 1, new layer, layer comp 2. So it goes from this to this, and then he goes up, right? So to this, layer comp 3, and then he goes up on the ceiling. Let's, whoops, not there. Just gonna move this guy here, maybe. Okay. One more. It goes from here to here. And then he turns to the right, like here. Then we go here, a brand new one. One. Okay. And this is one where, again, this will save us time on moving this guy across the screen. So I'm going to add another one. I'm going to add another one. I'm going to add another one here. And then I think from here it's just walking. I guess I can add another one. Let's just do that. Get them all the way to about that spot right there. Yeah. Okay. Add another one. And then this one, he starts going down. We're almost there. And then he comes towards us. And then we could go back to number 1, which is this guy. Let's see how it reads. I'm not. And one that's blank just to be safe. All right, so I'm going to walk through the frames. These two arrows allow you to kind of toggle. So I'm just going to walk up here. Comes back down, comes towards us, goes off frame. Perfect. That's 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 exactly what I wanted it to look like. Cool. Kind of based off of this initial thing, right? So hide it now. So this one, I'm gonna, before I move further, I'm just gonna save this out so that just in case I lose it, you know. So GAD101, stealing walk, Canon 01. Cool. So I'm going to now bring up that timeline again. Timeline. It's going to pop it up here. Create frame animation. And I'm going to make these at 0.5. It might feel slow, but it's fine. Okay, so um, yeah, 0.5. New frame, new frame. I'm just gonna new frame and then go down to the next one. New frame, go down to the next one. And if they all seem too slow, then I'll change it to 0.2 to make it feel more like it's animating. Walking off camera and then blank. All right, now let's play it. Doesn't seem too slow. It seems all right. Okay. Yeah. Maybe it doesn't need the arrow behind him. I think it just needs the arrow that's in front of him. I think that might be too redundant. All right, now let's continue to play. Well, that's not bad. I like it. Okay, so from here we go to export, save for web, make sure it's on GIF, and then down here just say save and tell it where you want it to save and what it's going to be called. Hit save, and then if I go to downloads, should be here now. Fantastic, right? Little animation. What do you know? All right, cool. So that's the animation for character special ability. And then let's just continue on. We'll do the last one now. So let me just close this out and save it. Okay, close this one out and save it. The last one, I just want some kind of an enemy attack animation and maybe what to show what that actually does. And I'm thinking I'm just gonna have a spider shoot a web at my main character, and yeah, it'll just shoot a web at my main character. So, and this one I'm just gonna do it from scratch, not even with a screenshot at hand. Okay, width 6, height 4 inches, right? And resolution 150. And I'm gonna call this GAD101 spider attack 01. Hit it OK, like so. And we're just gonna hide this timeline. We're gonna minimize that layer comp, and we're just gonna draw very simple. Make a new layer. Just gonna draw in like a ground plane of some sort. And then I'm gonna draw my character. Here's my main character. He's even got a gun aimed at the spider. And getting ready to shoot. Right. There we go. So that's my main character. And then I've got my spider And the spider's the we'll make it the big spider. How about that? Just gotta erase. And then we're gonna have our and then I'll have other ones in the back here. And maybe different heads too. I'll this one almost looks like he's about to attack, so maybe the first one, the spider's more calm. It's got his mouth closed. And then he goes, what? And then he's gonna spit. And what he's gonna spit is be like that. And then we'll draw like a spider web. You ever do this when you were a kid, drawing little spider webs on your notebook? That's basically what this is. We're just doodling here. It's an animation. It goes by the screen in a split second. People are going to be more concerned about the motion rather than you know. So here's the cool part. It's like, well, let's make it separate. J, right? So this is the spittle, and then from there it goes, it turns into this, and then we can move it across, and then at some point it's gonna hit us, right? So I need a frame where it looks like it's hitting us. And it's like, oh no, I've been captured. And then and then the last, we'll probably need a frame of like, ah, I'm, I'm, I'm in here going like, and this is one where you can have fun, like, ah, and he's like on his knees, like, oh no. And then there's a web over the top of him. He's totally caught in the web, something like that. And we can make little shakes like that, and then I'll do another one where he I'll duplicate him, and then I'll do one where I hit the Control T and I just like kind of skew him back, and we could like jump back and forth between these two. Like, okay, cool. So here we go. And maybe this spider doesn't need to be in frame this much. That way it's more clear that the thing's traveling across. Something like that. Okay. Cool. Now let's do the layer comps. Layer comp. This will be first frame. One frame. All these are checked. Hit OK. Second frame, the spider spits. And we can make the spittle layer back here. Spider spits. Second layer comp. Change the spittle layer to this spider web layer, and we'll see it travel across the screen. So that's 3, 4, maybe 5. And then the 6th one will be where he's like that. So that'll be 6. And then by the time we get to 7, he's down. Down for the count. And this guy has his mouth closed again. So he's down for the count. He goes layer comp 7. Right. So he's like, and then I've got the one where he's coming forward a little bit. Just to show like, hey, he's struggling, right? He's like, and then we can toggle back and forth actually and go whatchamacallit, not that, but this one and then back again. Right. So let's play this out. One. It's fun. He's like rocking back and forth, like ah. Okay, so that's the animation. It's so simple, right? Yeah. So, but make sure you have fun with it. All right. So now to the timeline. Like here, go to create frame animation. Let's start off at 0.5. Oh, let me shrink this so we can see it better. All right. You all can see that. All right. 0.5. So this is frame 1, frame 2. I'm going to go to layer comp 2, frame 3. It moves 4. Moves to 5. To here. And then, oh! And then this one. And because I have some experience at this, I know when it's traveling through there, it's going to have to be faster. But we'll take a look. See, it feels slow. So the frames where it's going through the air like this, I want it to be 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, and 0.2. And then when he's down on the ground struggling, make it 0.5. That's fine. All right, let's go back. Okay, even this one where he's first spitting it out, I think that also needs to be at 0.2. Let's try it. What about 0.1? Let's try this. 0.2, and then this is 0.1. It feels like it needs to go across the screen a lot faster. And then maybe that's a 0.2. Let's try it now. Kind of fast. A little better. Okay. Good enough. It communicates the point, right? So there's a enemy attack animation. done very quickly. I didn't even make the, I didn't even fill them in with gray. I just kind of did it with line drawing. As long as it's clear, right? It's pretty fun. All right. Well, save it out again. You go here. You go to File Export. Go to Save for Web Legacy. Make sure that's set on Animate GIF. Save. Save it onto wherever you want it. Downloads. And then save this file. Spider attack. That's just in case you need to change it in the future. But what we really wanted out of this were these three animations, right? So we've got first the cinematic one, squash, squash, really comes to life. And then, oh, wow, it comes out faster on this animated GIF. Cool. And then, of course, our character walking across the screen or across the upside down bridge. Cool. All right. That's it. Thanks, everyone.